Welcome. We just had our first Blackboard Collaborate session, and so I'm making this video right after class to show you some of the finer tools of Blackboard Collaborate. So I suggest you watch this maybe the night before or the afternoon before next Wednesday, the 21st. All right, so we're in our Blackboard class, and you need to click the Chat tab, and then you're going to click here, link to join the weekly chat. Again, the chat, we decided it was Wednesdays at 8 p.m. So please enter your name. I'll enter this as student 1, and we're going to log in. Notice down at the bottom, it downloaded a new program, and I need to click that. If I don't see it down there, I need to go under like My Computer Downloads. And we have the little wheel that's running. And it just takes a moment or so. If you can't open the file, download this and follow the directions very clearly. Still can't get into your session, please click that and read the help topic. And again, if that's not working, then you call the tech people to help. So here we go, starting application. It does take a few moments, especially if you have a lot of programs running on the background on your computer, or your internet connection's kind of slow. This one I think is taking longer because on my internet I've got 2 computers using a lot of bandwidth. So just bear with me another moment. And I'm also logged in on a separate computer as the teacher, so you're going to watch this entire video from the student perspective, and I'll turn some features with my other computer as the teacher on and off so you can see the difference. I think that'll make the next sessions go a little bit more smoothly so you can see some more tools. All right, almost done. Here we go, any moment. Boy, my internet's very slow. I'm sorry, I do apologize. Okay, so now it's got a security warning. Do you want to run this? Yes, please run it. And we have another turning wheel. Let's see. Okay, it should be coming up soon. If it doesn't pop up, you can just keep fast forwarding until it does. I'm going to pause it here. I'm going to pause the video. Alright, so now it took a little more of a moment, but now it is. So I am now in the home page of our chat. You see the home screen, the whiteboard, welcome to Collaborate. I want to go over the tools. That's the purpose. So on the left hand column is kind of it's your toolbar of where everything is. At the top, there's the audio and video section, so you see your teacher's name. When you want to talk, you click the talk button, and that's to turn on the built-in microphone, and you can kind of hear an echo. And then you would unclick it to turn it off. If you're having trouble with this, and a couple students were, you want to go up to the top and you see that microphone with the gear. That's to run the audio setup. You need to work through that process. There's a little practice one. So if you had problems with your audio last time, please make sure you do that. You can also click the phone there to switch to a telephone for a conference audio in case your microphone's not working, and you want to follow those directions once it pops up. Here, this is kind of a right-clicking. If you need other technical audio settings, there we are. Also camera settings if you wanted to get the video. The next section is the participant section, and here you see your student name. I'm logged in as student 1. Below are the tools you can use during class to communicate an emotion. I'm happy. Or to step away from the session, like if you have to go, put your dog out because your dog's barking, you can step away and then come back. If you need to get your teacher's attention because there's lots of questions, you can raise your hand and just unclick it to not raise your hand anymore. And then the next one is a polling question. So if I ask the question, do you like history? You can click yes or no, and it pops up next to your name. And below will be all the other students listed as well. But let's say, like today, I asked what time would be best. I, as a teacher, I'm just on my other computer changing the type of question. So now you see that it has changed from check marks to A, B, C, or D, and you can still respond. Okay. Then you also see the rooms. So I can put you into breakout rooms, and I can do that by, sometimes I'll just create random rooms and I'll stick you in one, or I can drag each student. So I'm going to go ahead and drag student 1, and I'm going to send them to room number 2. So you see that you have now been moved to room number 2, and there we go. And now I can type in the chat, I'm in room 2. Okay. And then I, as a teacher, can also give you permissions about whether or not you can write on the whiteboard or not. So now I've given you whiteboard permissions, and you see how this floating toolbar popped up. And that's what the next page is. So I'm going to actually take you out and return you to the main room so you can have a text with information about the whiteboard tools. Alright, so tools that you can use on the whiteboard. Students, yours is controlled by the teacher. That's because if I give you access, you can type and do all the tools that I can. So here we have, you can, now that you have permission, you can draw a box. You can move this around. Okay. You can use a star to draw attention to things. You have the pen. Okay. And then you also have, hi there. And I can draw in a filled rectangle, a rectangle on the page, a line, place a screen capture, or clip art. I, as the teacher, I can remove that as often as I want, and I can take that. Oops. I'm going to take that, and I, as a teacher, am deleting this. And I'm going to take that, and I'm going to delete that as well. So the teacher can take you on and off. If I ever forget, please just let me know. Say, hey, Ms. Kimmick, we can't write on this. Another feature that you may not be aware of is sometimes I have a presentation, I want you guys all to be on the same page with me. Other times I can release you from that, and we now see a change, which you can now toggle back between the two public pages. That was the first one. There's also a work student area that's just for you if I give you that privilege. Now as a teacher, I'm going to unfollow and force you guys all back to be on the same page, and immediately changes. Okay. The last thing I want to show is the application sharing. Now this usually takes a while to load, so you guys said, oh, the screen's dark, I can't really see anything. And I want to show you the Apex view. So waiting application, I also see that on mine as well. And this may or may not work because my other computer is a little old. But I want to share with you the Apex how-to sheet. Show you where that is. Maybe not. Okay. So I'm just going to show you on the regular screencast. So I'll give you that permission as the teacher. So now, as a student, I can share this application, and because my work computer is a little bit stronger, I see what applications. I'm going to share my Chrome. And now if I give this permission to a student, I can see what you and also the rest of the students can see what you see. So I just want to show that. And it usually does take a little time to load. My other computer as the teacher, I'm seeing your screen now. I'm seeing this part here. But it did take a little while. So you're going to click Additional Materials. And when you are application sharing, it does take a longer time to do that. And then there is the Apex Learning Guide, which I'm going to open. And it tells you how to send messages, how to log into Apex. It's a quick PDF. And my other computer screen, as the teacher, it's slowly loading the page. So I won't try to do application sharing too much because it does make Collaborate much slower. But when I do, that's how you do it. And then to log out, to quit the sharing, we're just going to click the stop button. Stop button, and it says the application sharing is stopped. And that's that. I hope this makes it a little bit more clear for you guys. You may want to watch this Wednesday afternoon before we have our next session just to refresh. All right, thanks for watching.